Hello, good day. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. All are welcome. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule. It's a good idea to have an empty cup if you really want to see what's up. Hope you all are doing wonderful and great. Get a different deck here. I'm going to use that deck. Use this oracle deck. One second. I'm giving lots of shuffles here. Okay. Oh. Okay. You could be thinking collective or considering planning something nice, maybe for you, maybe for your spouse, or maybe for you and a friend. So this could be uh, something romantic, a travel, explore. You could be wanting to try something new, go somewhere different. Maybe you have some vacation time. I'm hearing someone has a lot of vacation time on their job they haven't used. Maybe you're being inspired, or I don't know, management is saying go ahead and use it, or there's a lot of great places to go. And so you could be planning a trip, and maybe there is someone who is coming off as a third wheel. Okay. When I say third wheel, this person is trying to like come along. You haven't invited this person, but they want to come along with you on this trip as you travel. You could be going with your spouse, with your husband, your wife, your lover, whatever your situation is, or you could be going with a friend. But either way, this person that wants to go, it looks like they should come out and just ask you. I'm picking up, but they're being very persistent, asking you a lot of questions as you're planning this trip. Maybe you're sharing information because you're excited. I'm picking up you haven't traveled or been anywhere in a while because you've been busy working. And so this person could come off as someone who's feeling like the third wheel, or someone who could be interested in your spouse or your lover and not letting you know. So this is a clingy energy here, collective. This is someone who's very clingy, okay? Very clingy, wants to be in your business, wants to know what you're doing. Uh, yeah. This is someone you can't trust. This could also be someone, it says flirtatious here at the bottom, who's very flirty. Maybe you've noticed some kind of flirtatious energy in the past with your spouse, or maybe when you bring people around them. Maybe you thought this was just, hey, maybe they're just flirtatious. Maybe they like to flirt a lot. But yeah, this person is trying to tag along with you on this trip. And this is something really that they haven't been invited to. So their energy is coming off as just uh, very clingy, and they're trying to like forcefully assert themselves around you and your spouse. Okay. Be mindful. I'm picking up you share lots of your personal information, but be mindful with continuously sharing your plans and personal things that happens between you and your lover or your spouse with this person here. As you see, while you two are bonding, this person is reaching for the hand. But this is a metaphor for this doesn't mean that your spouse wants them or has had intimate encounter. This is just the energy that this person wants, the life that you have, the romance that you have, the closeness that you have. You're going out on trips, and maybe you share that. You come in with this, and what they bought for you, what they done for you. And so be careful. That's really a rule of thumb. You don't share what's going on in the bedroom, baby. And when it comes to your relationships, you keep those things private, okay? You keep those things private. There's some deceitful behavior here, okay? Very deceitful behavior. Yeah, this person wants to they want to be you. They want your life. They're this is someone who's also may have been single for a long time, okay? Maybe you could be someone who also has children, and they could envy that. Not only do you have someone to spend time with and spend your life with, they want the family, they want the relationship, they want the trip that you're planning. Okay, so you've probably shared that you're going on this trip, or maybe you're looking for a travel agent, maybe you're looking for the best hotel stay. Whatever this is, this person is listening closely. Yeah, I guess they're hoping you're going to invite them. It's something about them overexerting themselves. Like, I need some luggage. I'm gonna go, like you're on the phone, something like this. You're on the phone, like, you know what? I gotta go buy some luggage for this trip. I gotta go shopping. There's some things. Oh, let me come with you. Let me come with you, best friend. Kind of energy. Yeah, this person wants to be up close and watch every move you make. Okay. Weird, weird, weird. Yeah, they're desiring to have the life that you have. And even if you're saying, look, my life is not perfect, my relationship is imperfect, nobody's life is perfect, but this person is desiring to walk in your shoes, and I'm hearing by any means necessary. This could even be someone who often fantasizes collective about you and your spouse, about you and your significant other. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So, this person could also be someone who is just determined to create some kind of imbalance in your life because of what they know about you. This person is jealous of you, collective. It's coming out very clear, male or female. And you may say, like I said, look, my life isn't this. My life, look, people on the outside looking at you, darling, they're not looking at it as, your life isn't great. They want what you have. Whatever you do for a living, how you carry yourself, how you present yourself. Evidently, it is something that is appealing to this person here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They see you as the King of Cups, someone that has it all. And this person may not have verbalized this to you, but Spirit is saying they do it through their actions. Just like I just explained, you may say, I gotta go shopping for this trip. Oh, let me come with you, best friend. Oh, let me come with you. Yeah. So when you go get them tickets or whatever, don't let them come with you because they're gonna be like, oh, let me come with you. I'm gonna give me a ticket too. Third wheel kind of energy, want to be all in your face in the place and in the mix all the time. It's okay to be close with your friends, but to want to be that close and be up under them 24/7, it's kind of sus. It's kind of sus. It's giving sus to me. Yes, it is. Pretty much. Yeah. This person's intentions is not pure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame that people aren't able to be around someone who is handsome or beautiful and be able to be around them without trying to pursue them. I feel that at a certain point in your life, no matter who you are, you should be accustomed. When we're young, of course, you're going to be anxious. Oh, he's cute, she's cute. But as you move forward, you become a little seasoned. You should grow accustomed to being around beautiful or handsome people. You should not be to the point where you cannot control yourself and you feel you have to pursue every person that walks past you. I mean, that is very unappealing. A person that doesn't have limitations or boundaries and they got to have everything, every person, I said thing, but you got to have every person that you meet for real. Like for real, every person you meet, you have to have them. You have to conquer them. You have to sleep with them. Every person, look, you shouldn't want every person. How you know they all good anyway? I mean, it should come a point where you should be accustomed to being around beautiful, sexy women or a handsome man that that smells good, looks good, or someone who's wealthy, well established. You should become accustomed. A person should have mastered themselves at a certain point in their life where they're able to be of a person of a certain prestige without being so hyperly focused on the physical where they like, oh, I got to have them and drooling at the mouth. Like, come on now. And that says a lot about a person. You're not used to being around beautiful people or handsome people, and you got to stare at them and look at them the whole time and make them uncomfortable because they wondering why you staring at them. What's wrong with you? You're coming off as weird. You're coming off as weird. So if you're watching third party or cross watching, and you want your friend's man or woman or whatever the situation is, cool it down. You do not have to have everybody. It's okay to admire someone and, oh, she's pretty or he's handsome or that's wonderful. But to be gawking, drooling, hyper focused where you're uncontrollable, and you're coming off as ill, mm-mm, mm-mm. Some folks need to learn how to sit down and just wait a minute with the Four of Cups, like pause and be mindful. So with this Four of Cups, Spirit is saying, be mindful of sharing any more business further. And I'm picking up for some of you, you have shared information. But moving forward, Spirit is saying, share no more of your personal business. This person is interested. I've never picked up on this before, but this person is interested in your spouse. Yeah, now, this could, as I said, this doesn't necessarily mean, because you see he's holding her hand, that they have done anything together. This could be what this person wants that's all up in their head. They could be fantasizing about this, wishing and hoping for them to hit on them or try to, smash. But yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So don't be shocked if this person asks to go on this trip, or this person may even pop up with a date all of a sudden. We can double date. We can share that price. Some kind of, I'm hearing that we can share that. What that ticket costs, and what if they add two more? Can we get a discount? Maybe you're going through a travel agent or something like that, wherever you're traveling. But be careful. Enjoy your celebration, enjoy yourself, have a good time. And you may have to really tell this person no thank you, or just say no. You may have to really hurt some feelings so you can have a good time, because this person energy, whoever this friend is, they have nefarious intentions, and you don't need anyone. It's one thing to ask to go and you actually want to have a good time, but this person wants to just follow you, to watch you. They want to mirror you. They want to mirror your energy. There are people who will stay in contact with you just to watch you, observe you, and copy you, and take your energy and your ideas somewhere else. And that's what this is coming off like. You got a friend that's a friend of me. They're not who they are. Yeah. They're not who they are presenting themselves to be. So make sure that you're taking action and making choices to not share your business with this person, and keep some things private. Okay, everyone doesn't have your best heart at best intentions at heart is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, this person, yeah, they're somewhere thinking. So do not, collective, because do not share with them what the price of something costs, or oh, how much was that? Oh, I know a travel agent. We can look. You can go. I can take a date. We can double date. I can get that price for cheaper. Something about them convincing you. Something about you convincing. Something about them convincing you to let them come along because they know a way to get a discount. This could be on a ticket, a flight, a ticket for a flight to catch a plane, or a hotel stay, or yeah, they're somewhere thinking of a master plan. This person is so diabolical, and they want to be you so bad, collective. They're somewhere thinking of something with this tower energy. They want to intercept. They don't want you to be alone with your honey or your boo thing. Every little step you take, your friend will be there. They want to be there. Every little step you take. I don't know. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's the way you show up with the chariot energy. You're a nice person, you're a kind person, but Spirit is saying, confirmation, you've been a little too nice. A little too nice. This person doesn't deserve to know all your business. Nobody does. In reality, people will say, this is a safe space and you can trust me. But a person will get your business, your information, pass judgment on you, talk smack about you, choose to antagonize you. They will take your information and find a way to regurgitate it in a negative way. Share your business with other people who don't know you, try to sabotage, slander your character. So that's one thing. You should always protect your peace and protect your home and your family by not sharing what's going on in your relationships or your home. So, yeah, be careful with pouring your business out to people. Folks cannot be trusted. And it's not about being paranoid, but you have to have boundaries and limitations. Very few, not everyone, but every now and then you may get one person you can really talk to or kick it like that. But giving a person the blueprint to who you are, being out here all open, letting people know about your personal life, and mm-mm, mm-mm. A person will tell you you can talk to me and you can trust me, but they will find a way to later on regurgitate that information, meaning bring it up, to use it against you, to hurt you, to sabotage you, or they'll take your information and sprinkle it amongst other people. Yeah. So be careful with that. This person wants to ruin the energy and the aura that you bring collective when you show up, when you present yourself, and they want to intercept and intervene with that. Yeah, be mindful. Hmm. Yeah, they are trying to get this wheel to move in another direction, but it's in the upright, the wheel of fortune here, and they want it to, be opposite. What is for you will never pass you by. They can't do anything about that. So they're trying to sabotage, but it's not going to work. Not at all. They see you as the empress. You could be a Libra or a Taurus, okay, have that Venusian Venus energy in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, but very nurturing, caring. You're very attractive, handsome, or beautiful, as I said earlier, and this person wants to be you. You could also be someone who gets attention naturally, and it bothers them. And don't assume that your spouse has had an affair with this person. Is coming up again. This person could just be fantasizing about that. And something about being mindful of letting this person know your work schedule. Oh wow, this person could be planning to come to your home when they know you're not there. They're that attracted to your spouse, that much so. While you're away at work, don't share your off day. Don't share your schedule with them. You got to go to work. What your schedule look like? I wouldn't even say that. Why you want to know? Sometimes you got to check a. Sometimes you got to check a. Really, or you can just none of your business. None of your business. hmm This person is someone who has been through a lot of situations that has left them maybe heartbroken or devastated. And you're someone, okay, they're saying you're someone who is bountiful, beautiful, and handsome. You come with a lot of energy. Something about your energy. Okay, when I walk through, I don't know that song. When I walk through, something when you walk through. You bring a lot of energy, but you do it naturally with the star card here. You can't help who you are. It's your charisma. You cannot help how you are created. You don't need to change who you are either. This is not you trying to get attention. You are who you are. If you like to look nice and dress nice, there's nothing wrong with that. If you like to keep your hair done, nails done, there's nothing wrong with that. If it bothers someone who's observing you, then they need not to look your way. But a star is going to shine regardless, and it's not asking for permission to do so. Okay? So any kind of situation or personality disorder that this friend of me has, that is something that has nothing to do with you. And so it's up to you whether you want to continue to deal with them or deal with them with a long handle spoon, as they would say back in the day, Keep them out of your business, never let them know your plans, and set boundaries where you pick and choose of when they are allowed into your life. If this is someone you're going to keep around, something about handle them with a long handle spoon. Just like you don't treat all friends the same, all associates the same. Everybody don't get to do everything. Real talk. It's just not possible in many situations. It's just not possible. And those who know. Yeah. There are some people you probably could take to a five-star restaurant, and some you just couldn't because you might get thrown out. I'm just saying, those who know, you can't do everything with everybody. And so, if this is someone that you are choosing to keep around, handle them with a long handle spoon, set boundaries, and keep all your business from them. You do not need to confide in them about anything. Okay? And this is not that you're stupid or dumb or you don't know. Your mindset isn't on that. You're secure within yourself. You're secure within your relationship. You and your partner love each other. You trust each other. There is no hatred or resentment. Not resentment, but there's no hatred. Or no anger or animosity that you have. To feel like you don't trust your partner. I'm picking up that you trust your spouse, okay? So you have free will if you choose to keep this person in your life, this friend who is interested in what you have. Just be careful. That could be very risky when someone is trying to mirror you. They want to be you. They want to try to sabotage, they don't like your star energy. They want to take your shine from you, okay? It could be very dangerous, that a situation like that. hmm Yeah. Spirit is saying, yeah, this could be dangerous. So be mindful. Maybe you want to think about keeping this person in your life. Maybe you want to rethink that and maybe not and break ties with them. Okay. hmm Because this is someone who is in competition. Here it is. They're in competition and you're not competing, but they're in competition. Their reasoning for calling you, showing up, or yeah, I go, I ride, I'll be there. It's all just to follow you, to observe you. People keep in touch to keep up with you. That's something, old saying, that I came up with. You know, yeah, people will keep in touch with you just to keep up with you. Not everyone who reaches out or show up at your front door or wave at you in public or online as well is a friend, or have good intentions. People are running out here unhealed, damaged, resentment, low self-esteem, and not trying to better any kind of situation or improve in any kind of way. So, what folks do when they're not willing to improve their own personal life, they will look for people outside of them, whether they know them or not, and they'll try to project their energy. So, what you're dealing with is someone who wants to mimic you. They don't like how you keep showing up. Look at this with these two stars here. You shine bright, male or female. There's a star here and a star here. You get attention without even trying. You are your natural self. This is not you kissing up to anyone or pretending. This is you being yourself. If someone compliments your hair, it's beautiful. Okay, it's beautiful. It doesn't mean you're going to stop grooming yourself because this person feels intimidated, whether you are a male or a female. You like to wear nice clothes and nice cologne and smell good. That's wonderful. You're not going to stop taking baths because it bothers somebody. You're not going to say, oh, I'm not going to wear any deodorant because it bothers my friend. No, we're going to wear the best deodorant. We're going to go organic. We may even get some rock salt. We're going to use the best of the best and keep on living. Basically, don't dim your light. You don't have to. It's okay for you to be the center of attention. Don't take pity or feel sorry for this person, even if this is someone whom a friend that you know about their upbringing or their childhood. Do not feel sorry for them. That has nothing to do with you, and it'll take too much energy from you to be focused on them healing or how they feel. That's too much. It is not your responsibility. So this could be someone, collective, that you need to cut off. They're in competition. They're not a friend at all. They're in competition with you. This is some mental ish going on. Very mental. And yeah. Yeah, this is you. The nine of cups, the star, the chariot. Yeah, they like, the four of wands, you in celebration, the king of cups, very abundant and stable. And this is something they want for themselves. And The funny fact is they could possibly have it if they stop focusing on you, if they stop trying to mimic you and be you and come after your partner or your spouse. This could be someone who actually feel like whew, it's an achievement if they conquer someone that's in a relationship. That's diabolical. But this could be someone who actually feel that way. If they could conquer someone else's person that they've won. Hmm. Yeah, so they're very curious, very curious and want to know, ooh, this person is fantasizing about your partner, man. Fantasizing about your partner, collective. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. This person could also have a fake account if you're on social media, or even if you're not. Maybe you upload pictures. Well, everybody's on social media. People have their cats and their dogs with pages and blogs. Real talk. The pets have their own page now. But anyway, um, this could be someone with fake accounts trolling, watching your page, or going into your comment section under fake accounts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this information is coming to you could be very shocking, but it's true. And you could also, for I'm picking up some of you, your spouse have already told you, yo, something weird about that friend. What's up with them? Maybe you invited them somewhere. Maybe your spouse has said this. What's up with your friend? Why they act like that? Why they act so weird? What's up? And you probably just, I don't know, and carried on. Hmm. And it's not that you're slow or dumb. You trust your partner. It's coming up again. You have maybe you and your spouse have a pact or a vow not to cross those lines as well. Hmm. Yeah, this person feels like the Five of Pentacles here, like they're left out of the loop when it comes to love and being happy. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. They could also be reaching out to some kind of reader or some kind of diviner to get information on you. They could be receiving inaccurate information. That is for your protection. Doesn't mean that the reader is deliberately delivering inaccurate information. Your spirit source and the divine will step in to protect you. Confirmation with the growling stomach. Your spirit guides will step in to protect you in many ways, collective. So it doesn't mean that the reader they went to is insufficient. This reader, whoever they went to, whether it was someone online or someone in their community, there's a lot of people who read tarot. There are people who do it secretly. There are people who judge people who read tarot and read tarot. Okay, but who cares? But either way, this person may have serviced them. Received money for a read, but they weren't able to give accurate information. That was to protect you. It doesn't mean that the diviner cheated them. That was for your protection because they don't need to know information on you. And source knows that they have diabolical intentions. It's unpure. So, yeah. So, so your spirit team is assisting you and protecting you. But you need to break ties with this person. Looks like. Uh, not even make your spirit guides work that hard because you're receiving confirmation for some of you. Your spouse has already said, yo, babe, something ain't right with that friend. You're receiving all this confirmation. This is a connection you need to sever ties with. Just no thank you. Stop showing up. Stop collaborating with them. Stop meeting up with them. They'll get the message. They'll get it. you know hmm yeah. And this person, they want to try to ruin any kind of new opportunity that you have. And this could be the purpose of them getting a reading on you, wanting to know your next move. But they were blocked. They were blocked. But see, that's woo, that's how the spirit guys work. That's how it worked right there. When your intentions aren't pure, you can pay for all the readings you want. If it's not meant for you to see, you will be blocked. And it's not the reader, it's not the diviner, it's not the priestess. It's not meant for you to see what you're asking, because you're crossing into territories and crossing boundaries that you need not to. You need to tend to your own. Okay, this person wanting to be you. Yeah, I just said the high priestess was not lying to them. Check that out. And she like, no, I was not. But I don't like that they came to me with these nefarious reasons. And the reader they went to could have also picked up that this person was asking for information with impure intentions. People know, just because a person doesn't tell you everything doesn't mean they're not reading you and they don't know what you're up to. So this person that they went to for this read, and they're both wearing glasses, confirmation, okay, could have picked up on their energy. Like, wait a minute, they want a reading, but it's not on them, it's on someone else. And, while they were doing the read, they were also reading their energy, reading their aura. You can read a person's aura and pick up on whether they're negative or, they're telling me to stop. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Be mindful. Later.